Hi, grade 5 teachers. This is just a quick video. I want to look at how we can use an array model to multiply a decimal by a whole number. You'll notice I kind of have already gotten us started, and I apologize for that. I'm having some computer issues, so I'm hoping that this will run smoothly. So let's take a look at this problem. We have bananas cost 65 cents per pound. Sasha bought 4 pounds of bananas. How much did she pay for bananas? So I'm thinking I have 4 equal groups of 65 cents or 4 groups of 6,500 hundredths, however you want to look at that. You can see I've already decomposed my 4 into 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. And I've decomposed my 65 hundredths into 6 tenths plus 5 hundredths. You'll notice I've also kind of started to make this array for us. Once again, I apologize. I'm having some computer issues. So let's kind of take a look at this intersection here. We see where 1 times 6 tenths, or one group of 6 tenths, is going to give us 6 tenths. We know that from the identity property, and we can also see that here through our model. I'm actually, instead of continuously dragging and dropping and resizing these pieces, a little workaround is I can click on this piece. I can hit Control D. Control D at the same time duplicates that shading for me, so I don't have to keep recreating this. So I can go ahead and just kind of keep on going down my model. Since I know that I have 4 equal groups, I know I can just duplicate the same size. So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to end up with 4 groups of 6 tenths. Excuse me, keep losing my mouse. Okay, all right, here we go. So I can keep going here on this model. Control D. And I can also, kind of looking over here, I can see this is where I can add up those partial products. I could also have my students add up their partial products using this clear plastic sleeve or this communicator. This might be a little easier for students because when we're thinking about typing in these amounts, it does get a little trickier with lining it up because we might have to write it a little bit differently. But I know once again that I have 4 groups of 6 tenths. You might notice I'm adding that 0 in that thousandths, or excuse me, that hundredths place value. I'm doing that because I need to make sure that all of my place values line up when I have all of these partial products completed. So now I have my 5 tenths. You can see I've already started that. So I have 1 times 5 tenths, or one group of 5 tenths. I'm going to hit Control D. And I'm going to go ahead and just duplicate that 5 tenths. Again, Control D. I can, oh dear. I don't know what I hit, but I don't think it was Control D. Okay, Control D. Duplicate that again. Here we go. Here's our 3rd group or 3rd row. And lastly, I have this 4th row. I can also go in here to my addition, and I can add this up. Oh, excuse me. Here we go. The great thing with doing, just to kind of think about when I do this on my communicator, is it's a little bit more user-friendly in the sense that I could take these groups of 500ths here, thinking specifically, and I can have them make that whole. Oh my goodness, 0. So I could pair these off instead of adding each one of those. And I'm sorry, it's not going to make a whole, it's going to make a tenth. And then I'm going to go ahead and add each of these up. For the sake of time and for the sake of this video, we're not going to do that, but I can see how this model could be used to show that partial products in that array model here. Thanks for listening. Let us know if you have any questions.